These 2 days CEE Telecoms conference are basically constituting a panel of sharing opinions within the Central East Europe communities in telecoms domain in order to define future strategies, to share experiences and how really the markets are moving. This is not particularly dedicated here to the Romanian market, but has its implications, of course, as being one of the major domains. And I would say the really interesting part of that conference is that there is various examples of niche activities, which we also find here in Romania, of niche technologies, of niche business approaches that are simply the first in Central East, or even sometimes the first in the world that have to be launched. Even they haven't considered to be that profitable in the very beginning, they turned out to become so. So I think this is the major opportunity of this conference, to share these ideas and to get an update on what's moving, where is heading the telecoms in Central East Europe, and to interchange opinions within the several countries comprised in. And this is also where the connection of in connection with the presentation of Nokia Siemens Networks is heading for, because we see simply the need of, in order to drive the information society forward, in order to bring the telecoms world up to the stage where it should be, it requires first and foremost affordable networks, affordable services, and this requires new business concepts. This requires in-depth thinking into the user needs, the user capacities, and also then deriving the needs for our technologies from that. And I think this is a very important step in this community. This is where we are committed to contribute, and therefore I think this conference is a very good chance for another step in advancing this.
Has Nokia Siemens Network has different approaches in our region from the regulatory point of view?
Well, we are basically dedicated to cooperate and align ourselves very strongly with the regulatory environment. But as you see, and as you saw also in some presentations of representatives of the authorities, we see a certain trend of convergence also in this framework, specifically driven by the European efforts in driving that forward. Although we have to admit that there is significant differences in the stages of the countries, which require different stages of regulatory involvement. Let's say, being one of the world's leader in this domain, Nokia Siemens Networks is of course also strongly focusing of aligning its strategies and products to these regulatory approaches, and actively contribute to make them more efficient.
Thank you.